Hi guys, that's Gianpaolo Lorusso speaking for a new edition of the top 10 PPC news of the first week of December 2005. What we are talking about today, Google Ads, AiMax, brands and search terms, dynamic remarketing with Google Analytics for data, search partner data is now in performance max, demand gen do's and don'ts, partner match in video campaigns, performance max in Google and Microsoft, meta ads, why the new incremental attribution is so cool, and WhatsApp chat after lead in instant forms, TikTok ads, some tips and suggestions, some data for Q5, so post-Christmas time, and then other minor updates outside the top 10. Let's start with two of these news. The first one is by Paid Search Association. They are performing a webinar, a free webinar on December the 10th on the 12 p.m. US time, US East time, with Danny Gavin and Sarah Stayman on HubSpot and Google combined campaigns, so the strategies and best practices. The second extra post outside the campaign, the top 10 here, is by Anthony Hackman on LinkedIn, and he has put a sort of a summary of customer reviews in Merchant Center within the ads. So it's a sort of automatic AI-made extensions asset in the campaigns, in the PPC campaigns. But let's start with the news number 10 of this edition. It's by Andrew Hutchinson on socialmediatoday.com, and it's a recap and an analysis of an infographic released by VicTalks on the so-called Q5 period, so the post-Christmas period, and the opportunity it gives to advertisers. News number 9. Now, Hopkins on searchengineland.com, she's comparing Google and Microsoft Performance Max functionalities. Of course, she's a Microsoft world spokesperson for Microsoft Ads, so the angle is a little highlighting Microsoft PMax functions, but it's anyway a very nice recap of the functions available on both platforms. News number 8. Isaac Gross here is spotting Amazon Ads user interface, a new area for prompts. So Amazon is still in beta, but it's releasing probably soon an agentic virtual assistant for ads. So like Meta and Google, they are following this route. News number 7. Anna Kobzova on ppcnewsfeed.com has found an interesting help document by Google on Partner Match, which is a third-party program designed to create custom audiences for video and YouTube campaigns. It's going to work outside Europe, but it's still interesting. Let's see who will be the partners available and which will be the segments we can build audiences on. News number 6. Menachem on searchengineland.com, who has recap the to-do and don'ts of demand gen campaigns. He has been one of the first beta tester of these campaigns, and is recapping here what is working, what to avoid, and things to be aware of, and also some data from real campaigns. So it's not a theoretic post. News number 5. Alexeios Protogenes on LinkedIn.com has spot among first in the world the search partners segmentation on reports, on channel reporting in PerformanceMax. It's not so fundamental data because you cannot exclude them, but you can still see what is working and what not to evaluate globally the PerformanceMax performance. News number 4. Bram van der Allen on LinkedIn.com has spotted a new function which will invite customers, potential customers which converted to an instant form to chat on WhatsApp to nurture the lead, of course, directly immediately after the first conversion. Let's enter the top 3. News number 3. Dario Zannoni on LinkedIn.com has reported among the first an announcement by Google which says that now you can do dynamic remarketing also with GA4 data. So you don't need to have a native tag and implement it technically on your website to have your banner showing the products you the user has seen on your website, but now you can use also GA4 data if, of course, the visualization of every single product is enabled in GA4. News number 2. It's a nice post by Cinzia Sandoval on LinkedIn.com, and she is highlighting the fact that Meta, as all platforms, is struggling to attribute to itself every conversion. But among campaigns, this may lead to problems in evaluating the effectiveness of each campaign. So if you switch to incremental attribution, this fact will be mitigated by the fact that this new metric made available recently in Meta is showing only the real impact on new customers acquired, and will push the campaign to search for them and not for people who was anyway designed to convert. But the news number 1 in this edition is by actually are 3 posts. The first one is by Brad Geddes on analysis.com, and this here is recapping all the caveats you need to know when analyzing search terms reports in AiMax. AiMax is has only a label connection to keywords, so it could be deceiving to analyze the search term reports without considering some things that Brad is highlighting. And there is another interesting post in Italian, but you can translate it in Google, in LinkedIn, by Massimiliano Pavesio, who has tested AiMax campaigns in branding campaigns, so brand protection campaigns. And I did too. It seems counterintuitive at the beginning, because AiMax is designed to amplify the coverage. Yes, but if you use it in connection with the brand list exclusivity, the brand list function, which is available in AiMax, is working very, very good at scoring all potential impression of a campaign at a lower cost than a natural search campaigns. And one final suggestion, very interesting in my opinion, by Niels Roijmans on LinkedIn.com on branding campaigns. So that's the fil rouge connecting the two posts. He suggests you to create an audience of frequent users of your site, and in the comments you'll see the link also to do it in among GA4 documents, and exclude it in brand protection campaigns. Of course, these people is going to come anyway to your site, so it's useless to spend money to keep them coming. And he also suggests to block some keywords which are showing a clear intent of repeated users, like login, for instance, or customer service, or email, or number. So these are typical search for people who already knows you and wants to come to your site to perform an action, which usually is not buying something, but simply logging in their account, or having a contact with you. So that's all for this edition. If you like this PPC News Parade, please like, share, or comment it, and see you next week. May the ROI be with you. Ciao!